I did my website presentation on cyberbullying. What is cyberbullying? A lot of people might not know the true definition of cyberbullying, but cyberbullying can be defined as sending, posting, or sharing negative and mean comments to or about someone which causes embarrassment or humiliation through a digital device. Cyberbullying is commonly found on social media, which can include things such as Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, and Twitter, text messages, also instant messages through apps, email provider services, and social media direct messages, also emails. About 21% of students ages 12 through 18 have experienced cyberbullying. Out of the 21% of students bullied, about 14.9% of them were bullied in the last 12 months. Ages of cyberbullying. Studies about cyberbullying have done on students as young as elementary school age. This stood out to me because of the young age and the fact that most studies are performed on high school or older age students. Middle school age students are more likely to cyberbully a classmate over high school age. There is generally a decrease in bullying as a child grows older. Cyberbullying is found to increase between ages 11 through 15, which is when a student would usually be starting middle school or maybe going into freshman year. The reason cyberbullying increases during middle school is because of social interactions and social dispositions. A lot of times people want positive social interactions, but that is not always the case because middle school students go through puberty, school changes, development of social skills, which can cause them to lash out, cyberbully someone. Laws on cyberbullying. Cyberbullying laws vary among each state. I decided to focus on the state of South Carolina since that is the state that we live in. Qualifications of bullying in South Carolina is harassment and intimidation. Things that categorize for level cyberbullying include harassment and stalking, meaning stalking someone on the internet, but also in person, but just searching for them, harassing them online. In certain situations, someone can face criminal charges for cyberbullying. The laws on cyberbullying are a little bit shaky, but they're getting there. Cyberbullying and mental health. Since cyberbullying affects someone not only how they feel about themselves, but also affects their emotions. Children who have mental health problems currently have been bullied online in the last year. This doesn't mean that all mental health problems are linked to cyberbullying, but it does probably indicate that there's some connection. This can lead to low self-esteem, suicidal thoughts, anger, and emotional and physiological problems. Not only can it lead to mental health, but also health complications. Decreased academic achievement can also be related to cyberbullying. Since most students are cyberbullied, the decrease in academic achievement would definitely affect their grades and probably how they feel about themselves in school. Bystanders in cyberbullying. I feel like a lot of people don't realize that bystanders are also affected by the cyberbullying, even though it might not be a very commonly talked about thing. People who witness cyberbullying are likely to increase use of tobacco, alcohol, and illegal drugs. Students have missed or skipped school after being a bystander to cyberbullying or witnessed cyberbullying, obviously online, but the increase of all this, it could be very dangerous for young kids. Cyberbullying linked to suicide. Studies have proved that suicide can be linked to cyberbullying. Although bullying is a common cause for suicide, bullying alone is not the only cause. Cyberbullying can make an unsupportive situation worse, unsupported by parents, peers, and school. When everything's going against you and then you have someone online antagonizing you, harassing you, or stalking you, it could definitely affect how someone thinks, which can lead to suicidal thoughts. Cyberbullying prevention. I decided to focus more on the aspects that people should look for if someone recognizes that someone might be not acting like themselves and maybe focused a lot on their digital devices more than usual. First, notice a change in attitude of the person being bullied. They might have some signs or maybe some lash outs or something uncommon about them that usually isn't how they act, and that could be maybe a sign. Ask questions to understand what is happening and how it all started. It's really good to have a supportive person so that they are able to ask questions. You can have a better understanding and see if you can resolve it. Keep documentation of what is happening. If you can keep documentation of what is happening, you could report it to the police, you could report it to the school, you could just try to see if it can be resolved. Report it to social media sites or the school. Social media sites usually are really good at helping people out if they want something deleted or something not on the internet posted. No, it won't be gone forever, but at least it'll be out of the way for a bit. And also, students should be able to go to the school and talk about what is going on. Support the person being cyberbullied. This could be a teacher, friend, anyone who's willing to listen and care. And the support could definitely be good for the person, especially since in a previous slide we talked about unsupportiveness and how it could be linked to suicide. So that's the end of my presentation.